Calls are growing louder for Democratic Maine senatorial candidate Graham Platner to drop out of the race after a woman has come forward with disturbing allegations against him, which he denies. Take a look.
I apologize. Let me be as direct as I can. Did Graham Platner rape you?
By definition, yes. Absolutely.
Because he had non-consensual sex with you?
Yeah.
Forced himself on you? Mm-hmm. Even after you had told him no and fought him off?
Yeah. He violated multiple layers of consent that night by coming into my home when I asked him not to, and by advancing on me when I told him not to. I don't think I was safe to physically fight back. He's big, he's strong. And I just had to evaluate my safety and come up with the least worst outcome to the situation.
I wanted to directly address the troubling, serious, and false allegations against me. Any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false, regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, but mindful of the political reality it will inflict. We are taking the time to reflect on the best path forward for the state that I love, the people that I love, the movement I belong to, and the goal of defeating Susan Collins. Those were the goals when we launched this campaign, and they remain my goals today.
Now, ABC News has not confirmed the contents of the political story, and Platner vigorously, as you saw, denies the allegations. But he adds that he's taking time to reflect the best path forward. Both sides of the aisle are pointing fingers on who's to blame for supporting him. Take a look.
I would really call Bernie Sanders to apologize for pushing this kind of predator more than anyone he helped him elect. Even those Pod Save America people that pushed that dirtbag, you know, and they dismissed those things in the New York Times article. Maybe they ought to apologize to the women that clearly they didn't believe or they dismissed that.
The one thing I know about Republicans, when we had a very bad candidate and found out, we didn't vote for that person. Right. We walked away.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. When Matt Gaetz came forward, we got rid of him.
Yeah.
The audience is hysterical laughing.
I was going to say we should play it again, but you heard it. Anybody, the table's open.
I do want to get in here because this is a really serious issue, as funny as that Kevin McCarthy clip was, but these are damning allegations. They are credible, they are corroborated, they are horrific. This woman's incredibly brave for coming forward. But my issue is this, Graham Platner should drop out, but I thought he should have dropped out at the Nazi tattoo. I think he should have dropped out at defaming Purple Heart recipients and a fallen Navy SEAL, homophobic slurs, bigoted posts in the past, even previously slandering sexual assault victims. And there was another accuser who came out, who I've known for over 15 years, who accused him of what I would characterize as domestic violence when they had dated. And that wasn't enough. And many people dismissed her claims because she had worked for Republicans in the past, and they didn't take them seriously. Domestic violence should be a no. It should be an absolute no.
All of that's true, but
I
don't want to hear from the Epstein protector party, okay?
Yeah. No, because but then it becomes a race to the bottom.
Yeah, and when someone, you know the saying we like to use here, Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And it takes a tremendous courage for sexual assault victims to speak of what's been done to them, and especially in such a public way. So I'm glad people have gotten to the point for their off-ramp, but like Alyssa, I was off Platner a long time ago due to so many problematic things you just named as well. But it is a disgusting time in politics where we decide what we're willing to morally accept based on the jersey you're wearing. And if you are one of those people that was willing to plug your nose, you're the problem.
Well, then I'm the problem, because I was one of those people, and I said it, if I lived in Maine, I would have, plugged my nose and I would have voted for him anyway. I think that we are in a time of existential crisis in this country. I think Republicans fall in line. They don't fall in love. Democrats want to fall in love and not fall in line. You know, the Republican Party, the bar is so very low. I cannot believe that they want to try to assume the moral high ground on the Republican Party. Right. I mean, you can miss me with all that, especially when you have Pete Hegseth, who was confirmed by the Senate in 2025 as the head, as a cabinet member, as the defense secretary, when he had drinking allegations. His sister-in-law submitted a sworn affidavit describing his drinking problem, and in order to get confirmed, he pledged that he wouldn't drink on the job. Number 2, he had a tattoo controversy, not one, but 2 tattoo controversies. One was a Deus Vult tattoo, which is used by white nationalist groups. 2, he has a Jerusalem cross tattoo, which has been interpreted as an extremist symbol. And finally, in 2017, a woman claimed he had sexually assaulted her after a conference. She reported that assault immediately. She had a sexual assault examination. And in 2020, and he says it was a consensual encounter. And in 2020, he paid her $50,000 to settle the claim. Yet,
why not condemn them all? Because I condemn them all.
But the Republicans didn't do that.
Matt Gaetz,
the Republicans confirmed him, and
I'm a Republican right here condemning anyone who's been credibly accused of sexual abuse.
I'm talking about the Republican Party as a whole.
So would you be comfortable?
They are the Epstein file protection party.
You'd be comfortable still voting for Graham Platner if you lived in Maine?
Can I just say one thing about this?
They do not get to take the moral high ground.
I really think that this is good timing for the Democrats because Susan Collins and this Platner person, who should have been thrown out with the Nazi tattoo and what have you.
Agreed.
We all agree on that. But they were neck and neck, basically. So if they put
he was actually leading
if they
her.
put what should we call it?
A reasonable, not offensive, not assaulting, not a Nazi.
They have a week to if he drops
out. In all
out.
the state of Maine, they can't find somebody who hasn't been accused
They
of
have
sexual
someone named Troy.
assault.
They have someone named Troy
And
Jackson.
can I just say further that the Democrats really needed to step up a little bit before this happened, thinking maybe Platner would be tainted and have to get thrown out. So who do you have in place? I see them in disarray.
A month ago, I said on the show, Jared Golden, who won in a competitive Maine district, he actually worked for Susan Collins, is now a Democrat, is a veteran. He's somebody who could. This other individual you mentioned has allegations against him as well. So we need men, whether it's Eric Swalwell, whether it's Matt Gaetz.
How about a woman?
Get out. If you
get a woman in there.
Yeah, get a woman. Janet Mills. Yeah, anyone who is not credibly accused of sexual abuse.
They should. I think he should step down at this point. I think there's no question about that. He has until, I believe, July 13th. Then by July 27th...
Her timing was actually pretty good because it's before the deadline.
Yes, and by July 27th, the Democratic Party in Maine can nominate someone else. I think Troy Jackson is more progressive, and he has sort of a platform that's more in line with Platner's, which apparently the Maine voter is more attracted to. There are a couple of other people that they can put up, but the bottom line is Democrats need 4 seats. 54% of this country said that they want the Democrats to lead this Senate. And I think we are in this existential crisis, and we need, as a Democratic Party,
we have to have a baseline standard we can all agree on that doesn't wear a jersey that says you have to be a certain type of human to lead us. And we cannot keep voting for that.
It would be great if we could. It would be great if we could make that the criteria. Unfortunately, we are stuck in the middle of a poop hole.
Yeah.
And poop's falling upwards, it's falling sideways.
Well,
it's
it
coming
stinks from the head.
It's falling out of volcanoes.
It's coming from the volcano.
But the thing that I will say, as I've been saying the last few weeks, is do your homework. You know, the vetting process seems to have been, I don't know, thrown to the wayside, I suppose because so many people were so overwhelmed by what we ended up with that people just stopped saying they cared. But you need to care. You need to care who you're bringing in because I'm not saying anybody's name.
You won't say his name, but we will.
I'm not going to say his name. He knows who he is.
Well, it stinks from the head, right?
Well,
from the top.
it no longer. It stinks from all sides. And part of that is because we, the people who have these votes, must get out and say enough, 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 enough. Whether you're a Republican or whether you're an independent, whether you're a Democrat, it doesn't matter. It is up to us to say, this is no longer acceptable because this is what your kids are seeing. This is what your grandkids are seeing. They're seeing that lying means winning. These are the things that are our responsibilities, and we better take this seriously, or we're going to be right back where we started.